Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at Sutton Scarsdale Hall. This is a view of the M1 from Sutton Scarsdale. It's situated between junction 30 and 29. If you're coming southbound, about 3/4 of the way in between, you will look to your right and up on the hill, there sits Sutton Scarsdale Hall. What you are looking at here today is the remnant shell of a once magnificent Grade 1 Georgian building, which was built in 1729. Its incredibly beautiful architecture, interior, furnishings and artwork were said to be on a par with that of Chatsworth House. The owner, when it was built, was Nicholas Lake, the 4th Earl of Scarsdale. There's been many reports in recent times of ghostly sightings around the building, and that's believed to be the ghost of Lady Scarsdale, said to appear in a long green coat with a hood and black boots. What the hell's that?
Stay out of my house, 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 stay out of my house.
I couldn't resist doing that. As soon as I saw that woman in the corner, I thought, this has got to make a great little ghost scenario. As I walk around this building, I find myself having a battle of emotions. One emotion saying, fantastic, we've got something preserved so we can see what this building might have been. And then the other emotion is screaming even louder, saying, why? Why was this ever allowed to happen to such a magnificent building? It's painful. Nicholas Lake, the 4th Earl of Scarsdale, had truly created a house of magnificent splendour, but it came at a cost. 7 years after he had completed the building, the Earl passed away, and it left his family with debts of over £97,000. The Earl's immediate remaining family members were left with a burden of £97,000, and if you put that in today's money, that's around £1 million. They were left with no choice but to put the house up for sale, and it was sold. The new owner was Godfrey Bagnall Clark, a serving Member of Parliament. Godfrey Clark continued to live there for 34 years, right up until 1774. He had just been re-elected as an MP and became ill, and after a short period of illness lasting 2 months, he suddenly died. After his death, the ownership was passed on through marriage, right up until 1824, when Richard Arkwright Jr., well known for owning Cromford Mill, became the owner. There isn't any images or portraits of previous owners up until this point, but now we become fortunate enough to see Richard Arkwright Jr. The house would remain in the ownership of the Arkwrights for a considerable period of time, the last Arkwright being William Arkwright, who became the owner in 1890. William's main focus was in his dog breeding. He had a love for the pointer dog. He was often away and lived away, and the house went into a state of disrepair. In 1919, after many years of neglect, the house was sold to a local businessman. The businessman asset stripped all the interiors, even removing the roof. He packed them and shipped them off to the USA. Well, it's certainly not pleasing on the eye, this place having no interior. And as sad as it is, there is some good news. The interior, as mentioned before, was shipped to the USA. The pictures you're looking at now are the displays, a full reconstruction of the rooms that were removed from Sutton Scarsdale Hall, on display in the Philadelphia Art Museum. These black and white images are photographs that were taken in the early 1900s. And what a spectacular staircase that is. This room looks absolutely beautiful. You can see that it's got the finest plasterwork, the artistic detail. Magnificent. On reflection, looking at this place as it is in its current form, and as sad as it may seem, we have to also be grateful, I would say, because we wouldn't know anything about it and would have nothing to look at, were it not for Sir Osbert Sitwell of Renishaw Hall, because the building was due for demolition, but he came in and bought it just with the intention of preserving the remaining shell as a ruin. The hall was later designated a Grade 1 listed building in 1951, and it's now in the care of English Heritage, and many thanks for that. Well, I'm sure anybody that's an admirer of buildings like this is grateful to English Heritage for what they do to keep it in its current form, and I'm sure you do too. I'm sure you appreciate that. But I can't help, in my own little world, have this dream. And the dream is this. I've got enough money to do whatever I want. And what I do is this. I travel on an aircraft and I land in Philadelphia. I travel to the Philadelphia Art Museum and I do a deal with the people there to bring home everything that was taken from Sutton Scarsdale and shipped over there. I'd then come back home. I'd look for every kind of drawing, every kind of bit of information that relates to how the building used to be, and I would start to restore it. I'd employ every skilled architect and tradesman of the highest quality, just like the original Lord Scarsdale did. Yes, a luxury hotel where everyone could share and enjoy its splendour. That would be fabulous. It's something you couldn't just keep to yourself. You'd have to share just the quality of the place. Anyhow, that's my dream. Maybe you've got one too. Maybe you think I'm crazy. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching.